Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my Hawaii vlog, and this is going to be a little bit different because I edited the vlog and everything, but I'm just going to sit here, watch the vlog, and kind of do a voiceover / pause and talk about a certain experience because this trip to Hawaii was just so enlightening, and I feel like it changed me a lot inside, which sounds silly because I was only there for a week, but I just learned so much, and it was just a really great experience. So, I mean, if you care to watch, I know this video is going to be long. Thanks for watching if you do watch it all the way. I journaled every single day, so I'm just gonna kind of reference this journal as well as talk through the video. So let's get started. My coworker, old coworker Kathy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So my dad took us to the airport. We flew Alaska Airlines, and that's my coworker Kathy and my brother. And yeah, I just decided to honestly go on this trip. I was buying it as a birthday present to myself, but I had no plan set. I was just gonna go. My cousin lives in Hawaii, so that's who I primarily was going to visit and stay with. So that's who I went to go see. There's my brother opening an apple, which is funny because we reenacted this. He actually opened it off camera, but I needed a shot for him to do, so here's him faking opening it. Nice. And here's a shot where it looked too fake and I said we gotta do it over. I like Alaska Airlines because they give free alcoholic beverages. Pretty cool, right? Okay, that's Hawaii already. We're flying over an island. Not sure what island it is. We're here. It's 4 o'clock. Welcome to Hawaii. So now we're in my cousin's car. My cousin picked us up. This is her little house. It's the cutest place ever. I was obsessed. Also, take a look at these trees. How cool is that? So this is the SHIROKIYA Japanese food market. It's basically this giant food court full of Japanese food. They also had, obviously I went to a Thai place, they had Thai food, and their beer was so cheap. And then this is an edamame milkshake, also bomb. May I add, the beer there, a pitcher of Stella was only $8, and a pitcher of Bud Light I think was either $2 or $4. It was really cheap. Literally dollar beers. Literally. It's crazy. And then this is the Foodland Farms. It's their grocery store, and we went here a lot, so that's why I included it in this video, because we went here probably 4 or 5 times just to pick up food if we were going to the beach or a day trip or whatever.
Hi guys, it's me, Kelsey Lujan, and I'm here to do a little review of some of the free stuff I got at Gen Con, Beauty Con thing. So much good stuff, and I cannot wait to tell you about it.
So that was the end of day 1. The girl that you just saw in the last clip, that's my cousin Jessie. She's the oldest on the Lujan side of the family, and she is currently studying at University of Hawaii, and she's getting her PhD. So I really look up to her. She just knows so many things about the Chamorro culture, and it just was really inspiring to listen to her. And at the end of the first night, I mean, I kind of made it a goal for me to learn 10 new Chamorro words. So she's studying at Hawaii, but her main focus is Chamorro studies. I just learned a lot from her throughout the whole vacation about my Chamorro culture. Okay, so now on to day 2. Good morning, guys. The first official day in Hawaii. Here's Kathy. So in my journal, I named these days. So this day is called Typal Tuesday. I took a morning walk with Kathy, and around Hawaii they have beautiful art. So there's sign language, and I can just see like so many stories in my head with all the art. Like even just the traffic is just beautiful, you know, like you look around and there's mountains and beaches everywhere. It's amazing. So this is the Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail. It's a paved hike, so it's very easy to do, but these views are just breathtaking. That's not even the top of it yet. Here is the top of Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail. There's a lighthouse there at the bottom, that red thing. And then you can also go off the path a little bit. So this is off the path. We're just exploring the nearby area. This is the trail to the Makapu'u Lighthouse. So you just go down this little pathway and it leads you to the lighthouse. The lighthouse was gated off though because it's government property and they don't want anybody on it. And then we climbed down the hill. Like, it was a steep cliff, okay? And we got down to this tide pool area. What you just saw were blowholes, and then here are the tide pools. And it's pretty deep. Like, my feet couldn't touch the water. I mean, my feet couldn't touch the ground. That's why I was like jumping inside it. I probably could have been here for the rest of the day. I had so much fun. I just love being around nature and in water. That's like one of my favorite feelings ever. So we really enjoyed our time here. I think we stayed in this area for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then it started getting a little cold and waves were kind of going into the tide pool and I was the only one in there, so it got kind of scary. So I was like, maybe it's time to go. So we kind of left, but here are just clips of us exploring. And then Brandon gave me a piggyback ride back to the car. These are banyan trees. They are found in Guam as well, and they are said to have our tatamona, which is like our ancestors. Like they say they're in the trees, so you have to be respectful of those trees. Okay, and then for dinner we went to Uproll Sushi, and you can either have it like in a sushi burrito or a bowl. We all got bowls, and I got a tofu bowl, and it was really good, really fresh tasting. And you just write it out on a menu card like this. And then we went back to SHIROKIYA and we had some beers. We walked home from SHIROKIYA, which is about a 20-minute walk. It wasn't too bad, but we both had to pee. Me, Kathy, okay, all three of us had to pee really bad. And I told my brother, I was like, I'm gonna go into this residential area because I gotta go. And we talked to the guy in the lobby and he said, are you guys residents here? And I was like, no, I just really have to pee. So he gave me a key. He was like so nice about it. And then I texted my brother because I thought he'd be outside waiting for us. And he goes, I had to pee too, so I ran back. And he was like, I sprinted back. I could not even talk. Like, I had to go to the bathroom. Okay, so on to day 3, which I named Art Day because we saw all kinds of art that day. So here we are at Juiced Cafe, and Jesse told us to try the acai bowls, so that's what we ate for breakfast / lunch. Oh yeah, Kelsey, eat it. And then we just checked out the nearby murals and paintings on the walls. It was super pretty, and I was just impressed and amazed by all the art around. This one was my favorite one because I love turquoise and I love flowers, so it was really pretty. And then after that we kind of drove to a nearby park and we just watched the water. That was just that short clip. Then we went to the biennial. Jesse was saying that they have it all around the world, but this was the first year that it was in Honolulu. and it's a bunch of contemporary art, and it was really cool. The pig that you saw, it inflates up and down so it looks like it's flying away. But I just took clips of art that I found really cool. My cousin's roommate actually helped weave some of those baskets. She's a weaver, which is so cool. You guys should go follow her Instagram page. I'll put it right here. And then this was an art installation called Graffiti Nature. So they have all these animals that you can color. That one was mine. And the lady scans it for you and then it comes to life. So they were saying it's like an actual habitat. So if it's a dominant force in nature, it could multiply, or if you stomp on it, it would like splatter and like die. So it just depends. Or if a bigger species comes and eats it, then it could kill it off too. It was just so cool. And I was in there for a while, but I was just watching my frog around. So it's all on projection screens. That was my brother's gecko. And there's him under the flowers. And after we went to this Japanese restaurant, and this restaurant is owned by Steve Aoki's brother. So they play all of like Steve Aoki's music inside, kind of hardcore, if you know what I mean, like in a restaurant. The next day, I call it Nature Day, and we went to this cute cafe called Morning Glass, and this was really good. I had a portobello mushroom sandwich, bomb diggity, and we went to so many coffee shops. I had coffee like throughout the whole week, but I love coffee, so it's good. There's a sandwich, it was bomb. And then they have pickled cucumbers, bomb. I guess that's just a pickle then, right? Okay, yeah, maybe. So then we drove over to the Lion Arboretum, which is this beautiful botanical garden. This is where I got a million different bug bites, but it's all good. It was worth it. Look at this chicken. It was the cutest thing ever. It was so fluffy.
It's so fluffy. I know. Hey, hey.
I named it Hey Hey after the chicken in Moana.
Kind of feel that I can't name. I can't name. It's strange, but I don't need space from you. In every single thing you do, I like. I've been chased. Maybe I just knew I had to wait for you. Draw a knife and carve a little.
There's another banyan tree. And then we had a photo shoot here. I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but yes, that's where we took our photos. This was called Inspiration Point, and you could kind of get a look over of the whole botanical garden. It was beautiful. Then we went over to Banan, which is this banana nice cream. So it's just blended frozen bananas, and mine was called Dark Fantasy, so it was chocolate flavored and it had granola and coconut. It was really good. It's right next to the university too. So then we went to South Shore Mall after. My brother and Jesse went to yoga, and then Kathy and I walked around. So we went over to this other art installation, which is part of the biennial too. It's the same artist that did the flying pig. And then we sat on the beach and just talked to each other and watched the sunset. It was really nice and peaceful, and it's great. Then we ate dinner at Piggy Smalls. Funny, but this place is also good. My cousin doesn't eat meat. She eats fish sometimes, but only if it's from a sustainable farm. So it was good for me that she showed us all these really healthy places that have vegan options. And then we went to a place in Chinatown called Wing Ice Cream, and I had tea and cookies, which was green tea and Oreo cookies, and it was vegan and it was so good. Like, I could probably eat that every day. Jesse also got the same thing. So the next day, I call it coffee day / dance battle day. We went to this lunch place called Superette, and this was the first day that Jesse had off and could spend like the day primarily with us. So that's where we ate. I matched the restaurant, yellow and turquoise. It was very cool. Even the bathroom signs were cute, so I got a picture of it. Then they went to Via Gelato, which it wasn't vegan, so I didn't have anything. But then she took us to another botanical garden. This was where we saw Kania Kapupu, which was this gathering place for 10,000 natives to just walk over and celebrate. They would see foreign celebrities and have performances there. So I was just thinking, you know what? I feel like I would want to be there if I was living in that time. And then we drove to another lookout, which is where Kamehameha I tried to unite all the islands together, and those who were opposed, he would push them off this cliff. So that's where we were standing right here. Then Jesse was driving us over to this huge garden where they just plant a bunch of local fruits and veggies. And so she was just showing us that. This was kind of the wetland area. And then we went over to Chadloo's, which is another coffee shop. And I had a latte, of course. Then she took us to have shaved ice because that's what Kathy and I wanted. And so we met Tristan. Shout out Tristan. He was pretty cool. He moved from Washington and moved to Hawaii, bought a one-way ticket. Okay, before I get into these dance battle videos, I just have to say, we went out technically for my birthday or whatever, but we were just going out. But the clubs in Hawaii, they're not even clubs, it's just like bars in Hawaii. There's so much room to dance. It was ridiculously amazing because you don't have to be like up on everybody like you are here in San Diego. So it was really fun. And they played really good music, so you can see us. Here are clips of us at dancing. It's so funny because a security guard went up to Kathy and said, "You guys aren't from here, are you?" Like, he knew, because we walked into the place like, bam, watch out, you know? And like everyone there's just like chill, you know? And we were like, like dancing everywhere. It was kind of funny. But enjoy these clips.
Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Get it crackin' in the club when you hit the shit. Drop it like it's hot, get you whipping that back. Don't shoot that thing, you whip that thing. You want to competition, this thing ain't free. I got girls that should've been paid for it. I got girls that should've been wait for it. I got girls that can't say fight back home. Stay on the day for you, got attitude on the line. This is all I want. Just me.
So the reason I call that day Dance Battle Day is because Brandon was like, make a circle, and we would make a circle, and him and I would have this dance battle. It was so funny. We had like 3 dance battles. I was like, okay, I don't know what I could dance more in these little wedges, so we gotta stop this. But it was so fun, so fun. Okay, so the next day is called Beach Day. So this is where we went to the beach. We went over to the North Shore. Oh, I love this day. Okay, so we went to Kono's for breakfast / lunch. Everything is breakfast / lunch because we really slept in and just took our time to get ready for the day. But here we are at Kono's. This is where I had the best vanilla latte the whole trip. It was so good. The espresso, so bomb there. Okay, so here's where I filmed my Moana video. Pua'ena. That's what the beach was called, Pua'ena.
Drugs are more than I could take.
And then we went over to Sunset Beach and watched the sunset. So that's the sunset, a time lapse of the sunset. So then the next day we went to this place called I Love Nalo, and it was an all vegan restaurant, Garden of Eden, and it was Hawaiian based food. There's Jesse's roommate Leah. So I had the spicy tofu, came with a salad, and then poi, and also what they have the taro leaves wrapped in, and it had sweet potato, breadfruit in there. And then here we are at North Shore. So this beach was called Waimanalo, and it was beautiful. I like the tide pools. I could have been there forever. So this was our last full day of Hawaii. Probably the first full day and the last full day of Hawaii were my favorite days, just because we were in the water and you could swim out. You know how Hawaii is, like you step and then it goes boom, you know? So that's like the first few feet. You just got to get past the waves a little bit, and then you swim out. You see all that turquoise? You just swim out there and it's breathtaking. The view, you just look around, you could see Makapu'u from that other side, and it's amazing just swimming in the water like that. And then at night we all decided to like clean and make dinner, so we had a sweet potato feast. We had steamed potatoes, fried potatoes, potato stir fry, and then we played Cards Against Humanity with some other Chamorros. I called that day Chamorro Family Day because, I don't know, besides my family, you don't meet a lot of Chamorros just because it's such a small island and they're in different parts of the US. Specifically, San Diego is actually a hub for a lot of Chamorros, which is nice, but they're very rare when you encounter one. So that's why Jessie was saying that they're friends with everybody. I'm like, oh, how do you guys know each other? And she's like, because we're Chamorro. I'm like, okay, that's a valid enough reason. Okay, so here's our last day in Hawaii. Our flight was in the afternoon. I labeled this day the saddest day ever. So our flight was in the afternoon, but we went to a coffee shop and we went to go get lunch before our flight. So this was called Ars Cafe, like Australian arse, like your ass. And then we went to, we went to Sprout Sandwiches. That was the sandwich that I had. That was the Ala Moana Mall. That's where the Shirokura thing is, that food court. We were kind of there a lot because Foodland is also across the way. Ala Moana Mall is the largest outdoor mall in America, in the world. Before I left, we made a spondylus necklace, which is this necklace that I'm wearing right now. It comes from a spondylus oyster, which is this really spiky orange oyster that are found in Guam. And you kind of shave it down and smooth it out and you can make these necklaces. So that's why I've been wearing this.
Now we're leaving Hawaii, back on the same route, but going the opposite direction to our plane. Sad day.
So right at this moment in time, the pilot comes on the air and he goes, hey guys, just want to keep you guys updated, but we're about to start our descent into LAX because it's too foggy to land in San Diego. So we've worked with a bus company to drive you home. So here we are thinking we're getting home at 1 a.m. and then we get to LA and we still have 2 more hours to drive home. But of course it didn't take 2 hours because we had to wait for the bus to get there. So we didn't get home. I remember looking at the clock like in my room and it was 5:04 a.m.
Our flight got canceled because it was too foggy in San Diego. So now we're in Los Angeles and we have to take a bus home. It's all good, we're all safe.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it kind of made sense with what I was saying. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, want to know more about the trip because it was really fun. Do you want to say anything?
Back fist.
Oh gosh, but here are some bloopers. I hope you guys, if you watched it all, enjoyed this video. Hawaii was just so amazing and I'm already planning my next trip. So if you want to come along. It was really great. All right, bye guys.
Back fist.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? He is some moss, and he is a native sponge. It's bacteria that has grown from this rock. Jessie knows, cause she gon' plan it for us. Yeah, plan it for us in Hawaii. Don't try me. I Won't somebody get me off of this reef? This is absolutely amazing. You get the texture of the macadamia nut hole in there. With the cake, it's gritty, but it tastes very warm and buttery in your mouth. Even though this is all...
Yeah, it tastes really warm.
Even though it's all vegan. Kind of tastes like a carrot cake. And then you have like this frosting on top, which has like a coconut little taste to it.
A little taste.
Is it my commentary or yours?
Oh no, I'm just pretending I'm watching the TV and commenting.
And then all together, it's just absolutely my Josh, the Hawaiian boy that follows me on Snapchat.